Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Hope everybody is doing well. What did we do? My awesome wife worked and then came home and made some freaking chicken enchiladas, beans and rice. Ooh, buddy. Yeah, I'm a happy man for sure. She's just the best. So hope everything's going well with you guys. I'm starting to feel a little bit better finally. Um, what else? Super Bowl. Last video, I told people that who were going for the Chiefs to give the video a thumbs down. I got a total of 2 thumbs down. So wasn't very many people going for the Chiefs. Was a good game nonetheless, especially for a AFC West guy. But anyhow, hope everybody's doing well. Kind of a slow week in options, but we'll go through the trades. I only closed one thing while it expired, and I opened up a few. We'll go look over the charts on a few of my main things, one that's given me trouble and one that's given me money, and then one that is the bread and butter of my trading. So let's get into it. So let's take a look at what closed. We only got one thing that closed. That was the Foot Locker 19 put, expired worthless today, profited 54.32, and that was it. I got a whole bunch of stuff coming off next Friday. So let's look at what we opened. Opened up a few trades, and the first one is going to be a covered call on Pfizer. Some of you have followed some of my holdings. It is one of those that's on the chopping block, and I wouldn't mind letting it go, but I also wouldn't mind holding it either. So either way it goes, I'm fine with it. So we went out to February 28th, sold a covered call at $26.50, collected $30. Also did another covered call on SOXL, did the 33 strike out to March 21st and got $108. And then we sold one more cash secured put on SOXL out to March 28th. Did the 21 strike and got $110. So overall, we sold $246 worth of premium and then profited $54. So let's take a look real quick at the quick overview. So far, $72.96 profit in February. Some of you might not know, but I am not a day trader. I do not trade options daily. I look for opportunities and sell premium, and I generally 90+% of the time I let them expire worthless. So right now, for the month of February, next week we're going to have a big expiration week. We have $1,937.44 of premium looking to expire this month, and then in March we have 1,660. That may be it for March. I don't know, unless some other opportunities come up. I think the market's closed on Monday. I think I might go work on Monday and then take Tuesday off and see what I can do. But eventually I'm going to start looking at putting into April stuff whenever they put in the April weeklies, because I don't think the April weeklies are available yet. Holdings wise, a couple of things changed. Dutch Bros. I remember last week I sold 40 shares. I pulled my cost basis out. I was talking about expecting it to drop. It skyrocketed. So I missed out on a little bit, but the 60 shares that I do have left is all house money. So these are basically free. This is pure profit now. Okay, so that's nice. What else? Oh, I sold XBIL. That's a short-term, I think it's a 6-month treasury. Might be 3-month treasury. I'm not sure. But I just sold it. It's basically roughly paying the same as cash, so I just got rid of it. I'm really wanting to clean this up. That's why I sold that cover call on Pfizer, and wouldn't mind, got rid of XBill, SOXL. That'd be nice to get rid of via cover calls. Spit, I would like to get rid of. What else? CLM, I can sell that for a profit. TLTW, again, I'd like to get rid of. I'd like to really simplify this, but basically, everything went into what I sold was XBill and those 40 shares of Dutch Bros, and it all went into the cash position. So right now, 846.41 on average monthly dividends and interest. So let us take a look real quick. Let's take a look at the quick view. The couple of things that are challenging me is Celsius, and we'll take a look at the chart on that. And that's it. That's really the only thing that's really being challenged. Everything else is, it's all good for the most part. 66,150 is the notional. That means that if everything was assigned to me, I would need that much cash in the account. So let's take a look real quick at the SOXL chart. It might be building up a new base, and that's going to be a kind of a recurring theme here when we get to Dutch Bros. But it looks like it's like in this $27 range right here that's kind of built up over a long period of months here. And what does Fidelity have? Fidelity has the support at $27.84. Let's see if we go long term. It's still 27. We go really long term on it. It's still there. They have it at 28. But I'm still liking it 25 and below for cash secured puts. Okay, so nice trading range. This is a beautiful. I started retrading this back in August of last year, and it's just traded in this really nice range to keep going. But I don't want anybody to be fooled. Things can go quickly wrong with SOXL. You look right here in July, it was sitting at $70, and then at the end of July, it was at 23. Okay, so yeah, it can make a move, and it can make moves quickly. So don't think it's free money, but you got to have a plan on what you're going to do if something like this happens. My plan when it gets up to here is to not trade it at all. Okay, I trade it when it gets down here into this range where the downside is a little bit more limited and the upside is big. So that's what I do with SOXL. Celsius, I have a feeling I'm going to own some of these. 22, I got a 2250 strike and a 25 strike. So that'd put my, if you take out the premiums, my cost basis would be $23.50, $24. It's sitting on long-term support right now, $21 roughly. Resistance is 25. This is pretty weak. I don't expect it really to recover too much, especially with earnings coming up. I don't have my options expiring during earnings. It's after earnings. So 21st, it's between the 21st and 28th, which is earnings. If it looks like I'm going to be assigned, I will probably sell on the 21st, which is next Friday. I'd probably sell a couple of covered calls at around the 24 mark, right around there. If these numbers would populate, it would help me out. There we go. Yeah, if it stays around this price right now, I can sell a couple of covered calls a couple weeks out. Actually, not even a couple weeks out. Yeah, that'd be a couple weeks out. Possibly get a couple $100 for them, bring the cost basis down even more. But we'll see. I'm gonna play it by ear. I don't sell anything that I don't mind wheeling. Okay, so that's Celsius, and then Dutch Bros. Y'all remembered I talked about last week that gap that I expected it to fill. Right here, and it didn't. It did. it got earnings and it just ran up. One thing it might do is there is a possibility it won't fill this gap. It may create a new base, and that would be the new support level. Right now it's showing a support level at 31, but it could create a base right around here at 50 or so. Yeah, see that right there, right around 50. I wonder if it'll show that. We shorten this up a little bit. There you go. Look at that. What do they show it at? 53. So yeah, it might have a nice base here at 53. So even if it drops, it probably won't drop there. I'm considering, if we get a little pullback, I'm considering adding 40 shares back and then selling covered calls. But until then, I'm just going to let it run up. It's at $82 right now. My cost basis is at 27. I think I bought it way back. When did I buy it? I know it's, I think I bought it way back in 2023, somewhere in here, if I recall correctly. But yeah, I'm long term, I'm bullish on Dutch Bros. Their growth trajectory is humongous. Okay, it really is. They got they're, I don't know what they are, a tenth of the size of freaking Starbucks. They got a lot of room to grow. They just have to do it right, and and the consumer has to stay healthy, which the Dutch Bros consumer doesn't seem to mind the increased price, because Dutch Bros is pretty expensive compared to Starbucks. It's actually, I believe it's a little bit more expensive than Starbucks. So, but every time I go to Dutch Bros, man, that place is packed, and vice versa. My wife likes getting Starbucks every once in a while. Every time we go to Starbucks, dead as a doorknob, literally. Like there's one car in the drive-thru every single time we go to Starbucks. But every time we go to Dutch Bros, there's probably anywhere from 5 to 15 cars in that drive-thru every single time. So I think the younger crowd does not mind the Dutch Bros pricing. It's a totally different vibe between Dutch Bros and Starbucks. So long term, I'm super bullish on Dutch Bros, and I wouldn't mind, building back up a position if we can get back down here to these support levels. 50, even if it comes down to maybe, 60 or something, these $50 cash secured puts would probably look pretty good. So that's all I got. Hope you guys had a good week and a good Valentines, good Super Bowl, and we won't be in the stock market on Monday, but we'll be back on Tuesday, and we'll try to see what we got going on. So hopefully you guys have a good one, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye-bye. I am not a financial advisor. The information contained in this video is for entertainment and informational purposes only. It is not intended to be investment advice. Please seek a licensed professional for any investment, tax, or legal advice. Thank you.